Going guys, so doing a video on the Moto X Pure Edition. I've done plenty of videos on this phone. So this one is the fact, I want to do this one because of the fact that, well, you see the title. You can get this phone, the 32GB version, for as little as $250. Brand new, right now at Best Buy Mobile. Now I don't know how long this price will last. Best Buy usually changes their prices every Wednesday and Sunday, so the sale could end tomorrow. If it does end tomorrow, hopefully I'll upload this at a early enough time for you to get it. But the price when the phone came out, it was $400. Now it's $250. Brand new, and it's 32GB, so that's awesome. It's got adaptable storage, so you can definitely add some more memory with that easily. I love this phone. This is still like as far as regular smartphones go, this is like the blueprint I think a lot of companies should follow, and I wish Motorola released an updated version of this. Even if they kept everything really similar and just gave you newer internals, I would buy one, and I think a lot of people would. The form factor is amazing. You have a big screen here, and you have a big screen but in small form factor, so it's very easy to hold, very fun to use, very comfortable in the hand. Whichever material you pick, of course I don't recommend leather because of the leather industry is literally destroying the planet. You know, animal agriculture period is destroying the planet, so I don't recommend the leather option. But the soft grip is awesome. The plastic, the rubber back, that's grippy, so there's no need to go to the leather. Even the wood is not grippy, but it's not slippery either. Definitely much better than metal. It's not a fingerprint magnet at all. You get to customize it. Well, you don't get to customize this one, so I should say that. But for $250, you get to pick just the standard colors, whatever Best Buy has available. But the cool thing too, on Motorola, they have the 32GB on sale for, I believe, $289 or something like that, or $299. So $50 more if you want to be able to customize it, but I would hurry up because it looks like they're running low. So I don't know if they're trying to get rid of the rest of the inventory. They might be, but I'll say if you are thinking about one, get one now, especially with the news with the layoff at Motorola. Like, a lot of the people responsible for this phone, the Moto 360, the original Moto X, a lot of them are gone now. So it's Lenovo's company. At some point we knew that would happen, and it is so sad. I knew a lot of those guys, and they were amazing people. A lot of them were very active, you know, on social media. They were out there getting feedback and, you know, doing their best to improve the product. They went out of their way. I mean, when the Moto X, the first one, it was assembled in America. That was amazing. That was beautiful. You know, it was bringing jobs here. They were doing great things. They let you customize your phone. They were making other companies rethink. And software became a priority. I mean, trust me, Motorola started all that. Motorola started a lot of things. So always on listening. Motorola started that. The Moto display, you know, always on display that the Samsung has. Apple's got the pick up to wake. You know, when you pick it up, their phone wakes up. Motorola, well, I won't say Motorola started all those things, but it pretty much did for the smartphone era. They did it in a way that no one else has found a better way to do it. No one else has found a better way to do notifications. No one else has really found a better way to do like always on. No one has found a better way to, you know, to be able to customize your phone. They don't really try to. I don't think they want to. Like, Apple literally gets people going crazy just because they're about to offer a brand new color. When you have a company that lets you pick wood or or rubber, and there's other ones. There's ballistic nylon for like the turbo, and I think with the Moto Z line, we're gonna see a lot of new materials as well. But Motorola has done so many good things, and it looks like the Motorola that we knew is apparently over, and that is very sad. And this, I believe, this would be their last great device. The Moto Z is amazing in its own right, but I think this one and the first Moto X are my two iconic ones. The ones that I would say, you know, did the most for me. The second gen was amazing, but when the first gen came out and I first used it, that was a brand new experience. Like, that was a tiny phone, dual core processor, 720p screen. I mean, that thing was tiny in the land of, you know, 1080p, quad-core processors, and all that nonsense. But that phone was amazing. It just did things differently. This phone, what it did when it first came out, it worked on all the carriers. It was unlocked. It had a great price. I mean, great form factor, beautiful design. It was at the time when the iPhone was bending, and of course well, actually that happened with the second gen, but same thing, the build quality on this is superb. I've dropped it a lot. As long as you don't drop it on the face, you should be fine. It takes quite a beating because you're not going to want to put a case on this. But I could really talk about this phone all day. But for me, the first Moto X and this Moto X did the most. I mean, this gave you like such a big screen because everyone was getting into the big phone craze. But no one ever did it in such a nice form factor. You had the dual front-facing speakers, front-facing flash, which a lot of people do not give enough credit for because it's very useful, especially, well, I don't go clubbing, but if you go clubbing and try to take a picture in a club, it's going to come out pretty crappy. And I believe, like, we all take selfies. I mean, it's easier to, at least like group selfies, easier to position the phone. Like when you do it this way, you're not sure. Like you could be missing something, but we take so many selfies that we will know. So having that front flash is awesome. With the sensor, so you can wave over it. I would say this phone. Also, too, the screen, one of the brightest screens out there still. So outdoor visibility, if you're an outdoor person, that's gonna be great. I really couldn't find much to complain about this phone. You could say the battery life is not the best, but it charges so fast that I think, and the standby time is really good, so you should be fine. It's right there it's on par with other phones. I wouldn't say it's better or worse. You could say the screen is not AMOLED, but honestly, with how bright it is and with the display options, it's not too bad at all. Like I've never really complained about the screen, and no one else has. Videos are great on there. But yeah, if you see this video in time and it's still $250, get it. That's a great deal, and this is like the last of a legacy. This is, to me, what the best regular phone is, at least the closest, because it just does a lot of things right. The pressure's right, and you know what? It laid the line out for a lot of other companies. Like ZTE is looking at Motorola, even Huawei. A lot of people, like, they started that with the Moto G Line 2. They started getting you phones at better prices. They giving you freedom. Now, the thing that other companies still haven't done yet, when they release their phones, they're still only GSM, so no CDMA, so no Sprint, no Verizon. So other companies are lacking in that, but other companies are looking at Motorola software. They're making their software slimmer. They're adding more Google apps to their phone and taking away their apps. They're adding gestures, like I think ZTE has a gesture like this to kind of like launch the camera. So, they're looking at Motorola. Everybody is. There's not one company out there that recently hasn't added something to their phone that Motorola didn't really, Motorola didn't pioneer. So it's sad. It is so sad to see them go, to see all those great people go, and hopefully Lenovo doesn't mess things up. But all we can do is wait. But in the meantime, I'll still be enjoying my Moto X Pure Edition. I might order another one. I always wanted the one with the white back and the gold accent. That just looked beautiful to me. So I might do that one. But yeah. Let me know what you guys think about the Moto X Pure Edition. Do you have one? Are you enjoying it? Are you using it? But yeah, I love this phone. This phone stands for so many good things. It does so many great things. I love it. I can't complain. Thank you, Motorola, for this creation right here. And hopefully Lenovo doesn't ruin your name, because it's a very iconic one. If you guys have any questions, hit me up in the comment section below. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Google+. I'll see you on the next one.